Township's Police Department.
Yes, agree. Talking about me?
No, I mean, you're not wearing a uniform.
I know. I strongly advocated for her. When I said to the other, there were three chiefs and myself. When I said to I said, no, diversity, all other things being equal, I want a woman. Diversity. I said, yeah.
It's ready for you.
Hey, did you see I did all those accent reports?
Okay, if you're not standing, that's all of you. Let's, the rest of us, stand please for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everyone. It's a nice thing to have you all here for this very special night. And Chief, do you care to open up the remarks?
Within your packet this evening is a letter to me, to Barbara and the entire board regarding the promotional request for Sergeant Jessica L. Whiteside. On August 18, 2020, Sergeant Ziegler was promoted to the rank of lieutenant following the retirement of a longtime employee, Matthew O'Connor, which created an open position for a sergeant. On November 20th, members of the Doylestown Township Police Department participated in promotional interviews in front of an oral board who unanimously recommended Jessica L. Whiteside to fill the vacant sergeant's position. Officer Whiteside is a graduate of Quakertown High School, the Montgomery County Community Police Academy, and has attended Penn State's Justice and Safety Institute's Police Supervisory in-Service Training Program. She has demonstrated leadership qualities over the last 5 years and a command presence suitable for this department. I concur with the oral board's assessment and recommend that the Board of Supervisors promote Officer Whiteside to Sergeant of Police and conduct a swearing-in ceremony this evening.
I would make the motion that Patrol Officer Jessica Whiteside be promoted to Sergeant.
It would be my pleasure to second.
And I'll ask for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So you know, everyone who's here in person, Ryan Mannion, Vice Chair, and Jennifer Herring and Dan Wood are on screen. So you just got an unanimous vote there, Ms. Officer Whiteside. Would you please come forward? This is my brother, Lee. You ready? Thank you. Pursuant to the powers vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the County of Bucks, and the Township of Doylestown, I am very proud to administer the oath of Sergeant to Jessica L. Whiteside. Repeat after me, please. I, Jessica Whiteside,
do
solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States,
The Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
And the ordinances of Doylestown Township.
and the ordinances of Doylestown Township,
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
And that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
And enforce the law without consideration to a person's race,
and enforce the law without consideration to a person's race,
color, sex,
color, sex,
religious creed, sexual orientation,
religious creed, sexual orientation,
age, national origin, ancestry,
age, national origin, ancestry,
handicap, or disability.
handicap, or disability.
Repeat, I, Jessica Whiteside,
I, Jessica Whiteside,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely,
without mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of Sergeant of Police with fidelity.
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of Sergeant of Police with fidelity.
Thank you. Well done. And while that's happening, you all know that this is our first woman in this department in a command performance and position, so we're very, very pleased. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica. Sergeant Whiteside, am I the first?
There's some things to be signed here, Chief.
Sure.
You don't want to be in the picture? That's so nice.
Take one without a mask. Psst. One more.
Yeah, your family, right?
Yes, thank you. I just want one more minute. All right, I'd like to take a moment to congratulate Sergeant Whiteside for her accomplishments to date. It's important for you to remember that you worked hard to reach today's goal. However, today is just the beginning. Your body of work as a supervisor will be judged from this point forward. This evening, you took an oath to carry out the duties of sergeant, and in doing so, you have voluntarily taken on new roles, and with these new roles, new responsibilities. The most important is to continue to develop it into a leader. It is now your responsibility as a first-line supervisor to assist me and the other supervisors within this department to provide the best police services we can to the residents of Doylestown Township. You will need to continue to lead by example and continue to nurture and educate those around you, and if warranted, to recommend discipline. I encourage you to continue to do the right things and continue down the path which led you here tonight. You have great promise in the respect of your peers, and I congratulate you for that. For the officers who were not selected, I know that you are disappointed, but I want you to know that your hard work and dedication does not go unnoticed, and I thank you for your continued commitment to the township. I'd like to end this evening by wishing my entire staff and all township employees a safe and happy holiday season. Congratulations, Jessica.
You're all welcome to stay for the rest of our meeting. But if not, you're excused. Or you are dismissed. Hey, Chief, you're going to do a press release? Press release.
Press release.
Sir, please.
Put it on him.
You don't have a pen?
Well, we have nobody left. You guys, everybody virtual, you should see the whole room is just empty. There's just Ken Wallace sitting in the crowd now.
I don't know who that person is.
Pardon?
Barbara, there's one person on the screen still. Who is that?
Is that Joe Salvati?
Yes, Joseph.
Hi,
Hi,
welcome,
Joe.
Joe. Joe Salvati's on the screen. Okay, before we started tonight's meeting, we met in an executive session to discuss a matter of litigation, and also we interviewed 4 engineering firms for and selected one for our 2021 season, and I guess we can say that now.
Or you can
Well,
wait
you wanna
till
wait for the
reorganizational
organization
meeting.
Yeah, we won't appoint them, but we can announce, can we announce who it was? We decided on Pannoni, an engineering firm, to be our 2021, and we will make that appointment on January 4th. So thank you, everyone who did interview. We really appreciate it, everyone who put the time in, and we congratulate Pannoni. All right, the next item on the agenda is, if I can find my agenda, oh, here it is. Any visitors or public comment? Joe, you were the only visitor in the room. No visitor comment from you? No, okay. All right, and then announcements. I think the announcements are longer than the meeting, so we're going to be closed Friday, December 25th for Christmas, and Friday, January 1st for New Year's Day, and Monday, January 18th for Martin Luther King Day. The Board of Supervisors reorganization meeting is Monday, January 4th at 5 p.m. The Board of Auditors reorganization meeting will be held on Tuesday, January 5th at 7 p.m. The meeting will be via Zoom, and you get a link from the township office, and you got to get it before January 4th. The next regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of Supervisors is on January 19th. We don't have a time yet, but it's on January 19th, sometime after 4. Applications are now being accepted by the Doylestown Township Board of Supervisors for a vacancy that has occurred on the Doylestown Township Board of Auditors. So please send a letter of interest along with your resume to info@doylestownpa.org. So that's a position for the Township Board of Auditors. Boards and committees currently have open the following boards and committees have vacancies: the Agricultural Security Area Advisory Council, Friends of Kids Council, Local Traffic Advisory Committee, Parks and Rec, Public Water and Sewer, and Telecommunications Advisory Board. If you're interested in any of these boards or committees, please contact the Doylestown at info@doylestownpa.org. Christmas tree drop-off. This always makes me sad when I announce this before Christmas. So drop off your Christmas tree, New Britain Road entrance to Central Park any time during December and January. And if you still haven't done your Christmas shopping, here's some great gift ideas. And you can contact the administration office for more information. Park and Rec gift certificate for the programs: park benches, mural prints, dogs around Doylestown poster, bricks at Kid Castle, bricks at the Service Memorial, bricks at the dog park, and Township Bicentennial commemorative Mercer tiles are still available. Next item on the agenda is the consideration of the minutes from the regular meeting of December 1st, 2020. Has everyone had a chance to review the minutes? And if so, may I have a motion to approve them?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor of the minutes from December 1st, 2020?
Aye.
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 Thank you. Next item on the agenda, we have no correspondences, so reports from the solicitor.
I will have some comments later in the agenda, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Chief?
Nothing to report.
Township engineer is not here. No report. Director of operations?
Yes, quickly, we have 2 change orders for the 2020 road program curbing contract. Change order number 1 is the amount of $7,700. This is for the adjustment of 7 inlets, tops that was discovered during construction. So that is for that cost. And change order number 2 is in the amount of $4,200. This is for concrete to be installed between the 2 ADA accessible ramps at Turk and Pebblewoods Drive, right? Is that what it is? Pebblewoods Drive. It was originally supposed to be bituminous, and we changed it to concrete just so we could finish that portion of the project. So I'm asking for the board's approval for change order number 1 and number 2.
There's a motion to approve the change order 1 and 2.
I'll make the
motion.
Thank you, Ryan. And Jen, second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Anything else?
That's all I have. Thank
Dave?
you.
Okay. Manager?
In your packet, you had a stormwater connection draft policy. This afternoon, we sent out a revised version as well. I think the key situation with this type of policy is to make sure that the properties within the Pebble Ridge, Woodridge area that need to connect have that opportunity, and we have the proper paperwork associated with that, and especially those that need to reconnect. We had to unconnect a few. There's probably a handful out there that we are aware of that need to be reconnected, but we want to set forth that some of the fees associated, such as the highway occupants with reconnection, would be waived. Anyone else coming in new would have to take care of the fees associated with the connection process. We do have a couple that need to be addressed quickly. There were a couple properties that were disconnected and are having some issues, and we would like to at least get those 2 properties reconnected, whether or not this policy is adopted tonight or not.
Well, I think it's fair to say those 2 properties need to be reconnected, and,
Yes.
and we pay the cost of that and waive the connection fee.
Correct.
That's what you want to do.
Right. And we want to make sure we document that.
Okay, so
I guess if there's the board has any comments on the policy, I believe that the manager and Dave want to have a clear indication from the supervisors how you're going to approach this issue, and I think they would like your blessing on the policy.
And what we have before us, a new one was sent out. It was cleaned up a little bit. So everyone had an opportunity to read what was sent today. Is there a motion to approve the policy as stated in that document?
I just have a quick question of clarification. In the original versus the new one, and what we had talked about last meeting, was about the township bearing the cost of reconnecting people, and now we're talking about doing it for these 2 specific homes. And it's not in what we're discussing tonight. So I just want to make sure I'm clear what the plan is, or if we still need to discuss reconnecting these homes at township expense.
Let me clarify that. What I said initially, let's get those 2 homes connected, are going to get connected, right? In the event that this policy wasn't passed tonight, that's going to happen immediately. If this policy is passed, then those 2 that have to get connected immediately will be encompassed in this policy. So anyone who is disconnected because of us, because of this curbing, will be reconnected at our expense, right? And their reconnection fees waived. I mean, whatever, that permit fee. So there are, I think in the second missive, there were 15 individual homes like this. But anyone who's connecting new will have to pay their own permit fees and costs associated with the connections. Right. We're just talking, this policy is just directed to reconnecting folks who were disconnected. Does that make sense?
No, I understand that. I'm just, in what was sent this afternoon, the revision, it dropped the language about the township specifically paying the cost of it.
Well, it says the township will pay the cost. We just took the cost out.
Okay.
Well, how much it
Cost
costs.
may change in the future.
Because, we're just going to pay the cost without detailing what that cost is right now. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Is there a motion to approve the policy?
Motion to
Make the
approve.
motion.
Okay.
All right, I'll second.
All right. Ryan, motion. Jen, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right. Next item is fixing the Board of Supervisors meeting times. We have 2 options before us, one where there's a first meeting and one where there's not a first meeting. If we can do our business with 1 meeting a month, I'm all for that. I would like to try it out, though, first, maybe just the first few months. I'm a little wary about having a whole year of no first meetings. So maybe the first 3 or 4 months, we try just 1 meeting and see how it goes.
We can certainly do whatever the board's pleasure is. And, in the past, it's been a long time since we only had 1 meeting. There are times when we kind of get backed up on stuff, and we may need that second meeting, but we could try it for, maybe the first 3 months of the year. And, I mean, April, you kind of end up with typically one meeting anyway because of the PSATS conference. So we could kind of maybe take it till then and see how we're doing.
Okay. What do you guys think?
I'm just going to say, the only thing I'm concerned about is the whole Park and Rec Center, and if we need to have conversations or be updated, because it looks like a pretty robust schedule. That would be my only concern if we need to have that kind of connectivity. But having 20 committees or boards or commissions, we are busy. So one meeting sounds great. My only concern would be making sure that we can all be on task and be updated with the Park and Rec Center. And
yeah.
I know we're also going to be having a lot of different Zoom and community and focus groups and those types of things. So that's my only concern.
You will be interviewed at some point.
Right.
I forget where. I think you're early. Supervisors are being early on interviewed. And then after that, over the next couple months, are key person interviews and public discussions and so on.
Right.
So there's going to be plenty of notice when all that's happening. But there won't be any, we input as we go along. I don't know that we need a supervisors meeting for that purpose.
But since I'm new to the construction process, that's why I just bring it up.
That's why you have a construction committee.
Right.
And-
Just one suggestion. I know we don't really have it on there, but and we, because of COVID, didn't get to really execute on it, was the presentations by all the boards and commissions. I know we used to have that first meeting in February, that first Tuesday, with all the boards and committees coming in at once and presenting. And I know I've heard from a few people that they miss hearing what the other boards are doing. So I want to kind of also know how you'd like to approach that in 2021.
Stephanie, my suggestion to that, because I think I love hearing from what the boards and the other committees are doing as well, but given the environment we're in, I don't know that we're going to be able to bring everybody in February. I just don't know if we just don't know if we're going to be there by then. I would love if well, I guess that's maybe asking a lot. We've got Joe on here who does such a good job of putting together a 2-minute video and explaining, but even a brief via PowerPoint or whatever multimedia tool they want to use, I think that would maybe be the way we want to go given the pandemic. Or like last time, one at a time in different months, or break them up. We don't have to do them all at the same time. We could do that as well. But I think, with that and with going to once a month, I think it's imperative that the committee stick to the time limits that we give them.
Yeah, we could do a kind of a recording on Zoom with them, telling us what they've done for the year, and share that with the board. That way, that would be a good thing for you to be able to
Share it on our sites too.
Yeah.
On our platforms.
and our platforms as well. Sure, put it on the website and everything.
I think that's a nice way of showcasing our boards and commissions. Good idea. Is everyone good with that?
That's an excellent idea. I like that. Stephanie, they'll be okay not coming here live? Okay.
I think most of the committees are used to the Zoom at this point in time.
Okay.
And to recap their year, this way everyone can see it and hear it, if we put it up on the website as well.
That's great.
But I know that was something, we tried splitting them up, but I heard from a lot that they missed hearing from everybody else. So I think this is a great way to do it for the new year.
Great.
Okay, so be it. All right, so we kind of, do you want to?
Consensus? What, I don't,
The consensus is to go, is it consensus to go for one meeting a month for at least the first quarter and take a look at it after that?
Barbara,
Yes.
I was looking at the schedule, the original schedule, and in the summertime we usually only have one meeting anyway. So even if we go up to April and have one meeting up till then, we still are going to have July and August. I think September also has one, November. So almost all of them only have, after April, only have one meeting.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
if we just stick to one meeting and then if something large comes up, like we need to have another one, we can just advertise another meeting.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're right. Okay, we good with that?
Great with that.
Consensus is one meeting, and then if we need to schedule, for whatever reason, we'll schedule.
I think you ought to vote on that so that she can prepare the advertising and so forth.
All right, well, I'll take that.
I'll make a motion that we move to one meeting per month for the 2021 schedule.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okie dokie. So Jen, you got your way anyway. All our meetings are going to be at 7 o'clock.
I'm elated.
She's elated because she only has one meeting.
And they're all in your time frame. All righty then. Let's see, where are we? Okay.
Supervisors reports.
Thank you. I still don't see it. Oh, there they are. Supervisors. Dan, what do you got?
Yeah, I'll start with the EAC having a nice little nature walk this weekend to talk about a trail system that the county is proposing to put in part of Doylestown, the Dark Hollow section of Doylestown, the EAC. I happen to live on a trail right by that, so the EAC came to my house and we went on a walk and got good feedback on the trail from residents who it'll impact and that kind of thing. So they're out there, on the ground level getting an idea of what's going on for that. Water and sewer, we have an opening, as was mentioned in the announcements, so we're looking to fill that. And I would just like to thank in advance our roads crews for the hard work that they're going to have to put in tomorrow. It's really appreciated. And if your car is parked on the street, now might be a good time to go move it to the driveway so it doesn't get plowed in.
There you go. Good thought. Jen, you have anything?
Can't follow that. That's good. Thank you.
Ryan?
Just real quickly, I just want to add on to just show my excitement and gratitude for Sergeant Whiteside. She's someone that I've gotten to know very well throughout the course of being a supervisor. She's been very involved from the police department to the supervisor. She was very active in serving when I served on the TAB committee to kind of come in and give insight into what the police department was doing and how their communications worked. And I'm just thrilled that we now have a female in a leadership position. So just wanted to publicly say that. And I'm excited for a little snow tomorrow, but also to Dan, thank you to our road workers that I know are going to have a tough job tomorrow, but appreciate all they do.
Thank you. Nancy?
Sure. Just wanted to thank the staff and wish everyone a wonderful holiday. First and foremost, enjoy the snow tomorrow. Hopefully you're baking. I did have a question with the executive order of the federal holiday for December 24th. Does that impact us in any way with our staff?
You adopt a policy every January as to what holidays are off.
Okay, so when,
I think you are off Christmas Eve, are you not?
Usually we depart a little early on Christmas at the chair's direction.
Christmas Eve.
But we are off.
Yeah, they're working Christmas Eve.
okay, I just was wondering, because
Yeah.
it was current, a recent thing.
But we usually send them home around noon,
Okay,
That's okay. We do that.
Okay.
You can do that.
Okay, thank you.
I just wanted to
Same on
take-
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, okay.
Okay, great. And also, like I said, want to be grateful to our staff and Stephanie and Karen and and Dave and everyone who's, this is my first year through, and even to all the supervisors, I just want to say thank you. It's been really enjoyable, and I'm really, thank you for taking all of my questions, and I'm grateful as I'm learning, as I'm going along, and I'm really enjoying it. So, that's it.
Well, then I have to say, it's been a great year working with all of you supervisors. I think we had a very productive year, and you're pleasant and professional, and you just made the work here that we have to do so much easier and I really appreciate all of you and our staff and our admins, and Jeffrey.
I don't
All right.
get attaboys that much anymore.
There you go. So after that, we have no public hearing, we have no unfinished business, we have some new business. The board received the budget, our budget. So, and we need to pass on that budget, right?
Yes, we do. And we're putting up some slides for everyone at home to see. And tonight is the final adoption of the 2021 budget. And we'll start off where we had the 21 proposed preliminary with our operating revenues of over $12,965,008, operating expenses of over $12,004,000, net operating income of $470,000, capital grants and revenues at 2.6, and our capital spending at over $5 million for 2021. Up on the screen is a detailed sheet of our total, all of our funds with the millage rates and total revenue expenses at $16,825,780. We are using some of our reserves to balance our budget at $2,299,917. Expenditures are going to be $19,125,697. We will end the year with a fund balance of $6,752,387, utilizing a millage rate of 13.875, which is a 0.75 increase, which the next page shows. We are going from 13.125 to the 0.75, and what we show there is what we anticipate a net mill will bring the township. And just as a comparison, because when we were in the preliminary discussions with the board, one of the board members had asked about millage rates from other municipalities, and we said we were in line. And so we took that 2020 comparison. We don't have all their 21 rates yet, and we showed an array there, sort of low to high. I realize that there's other factors that go into how that millage works for each municipality based on assessed value, but that kind of gives you a picture of where we fall to our neighbors and other municipalities in Bucks. We showed this previously at our meeting in November when we adopted the preliminary budget. This shows where the revenue sources come from. And you can see real estate and earned income tax, our largest portion, and our expenses. The capital shows there the police department and the various departments, admin, as well as fringes that are incurred. And lastly, the comparison of the other taxing authorities, the township compared to our county and school district, and what our residents will be paying on the average assessed value and everything of an average home in the township. And at this time, I would, if anyone has any questions, our finance director's here, or myself, and to conclude, we are requesting the Board of Supervisors to approve the final 2021 budget for Doylestown Township.
Okay, any questions of the finance director who is present? Any final comments on the 2021 budget?
I have a comment. I just wanted to, again, thank everybody for all the hard work they put into this budget process. We take it very seriously how the township spends every tax dollar, and the whole board and the staff and all the volunteers have worked really hard to make sure that we get the most bang for your buck. So I just want to extend my thank yous to all of those people involved.
Thank you, Jen, and to all the board members for your time, and our Ways and Means Committee and Ken's office and our budget analyst, Ed. The work together, I agree. I appreciate everyone's cooperation and participation, and it was a good process.
Thank you, Jen. I agree with what you said, so I'll just say ditto to what Jen said. All right, is there a motion to approve the 2021 budget for Doylestown Township?
I'll make the motion. Oh,
Okay, Nancy and then Jen second. All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. And next, we have to fix the millage rate pursuant to resolution number 2264, and the millage rate we are fixing for 2021 is 13.875 mils. Is there a motion to approve the fixing of the millage rate? Anyone? Bueller?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. That's, who? What? Did I hear a no? Is that everybody aye? Okay. Okay. No public hearing, no one.
Ms. Doylestown, you got through there already, I'm sorry. Doylestown Walk we're down to.
Doylestown Walk.
If I may, you all know Doylestown Walk has very long, and the impact that project will have on the cost of sewers in our sewer project. There are some issues now with DEP granting the appropriate modules and the like, and DEP is coming along but needs a little more push, and the developer is trying to make sure that they have all their ducks in a row about making sure that they're prepared to go and buy the property and proceed with the closing once DEP is completed. And one of those things happened, which is now finished, is the acquisition by the Bucks County Water and Sewer Authority of that easement over off of Sourman Road. And this is another issue which is effectively approving the development agreement, authorizing Barbara to sign it once it's returned, signed, and funded, but not before. So staff is recommending, as I am, that the board approve the development agreement for Doylestown Walk and authorize Barbara to sign it once it's signed and funded by the applicant.
Everybody understand the question? Is there a motion to approve?
I just want to clarify one thing with Mr. Garten. So we will be able to amend this agreement in the future to address the funding for the sewer project in Pebble Ridge.
The funding for that is already included in the development agreement.
In this document or elsewhere?
It's in the approvals, which are incorporated into the document.
Okay.
Any other questions? All right, is there a motion to approve the Doylestown Walk development agreement with the caveats as detailed by Mr. Garten?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So you'll let me know when I have to sign?
Don't sign anything now, no.
I know, you'll let me know. Somebody will let me know.
We'll let you know when.
Exactly. Okay. All right. Then there's the consideration of our pension consultant merging with GW and Wade. That bit of business was sent separately. I don't know if anybody had a chance or inclination to review it, but I'm not quite sure what we're supposed to do now. Approve their merger or approve that we will still want her despite the merger?
If I may, you're not approving the merger because you're not a party to the merger. I think you're just acknowledging at this point that the merger has occurred and you're going to deal with the pension consultant as you see fit in 2021.
Yeah. So it's just a notice to us that there's a merger
And you acknowledge the merger and you're acknowledging that that new company or the revised company will be your pension consultant until you take further action.
We will need authorization for Barbara and I to sign all the documentation so that all the funds move to Fidelity that are currently at the other location, and that will have to take place so that our retirees continue to get their payments in January.
when will those documents be ready?
The documents are ready tonight.
Okay.
And Mr. Garten has seen those and had those to review.
Good. I'm glad you looked at them. I tried.
Well, it's tedious, but, it's on tonight, so I did my best to get through it.
Okay. All right, so
Motion would be to acknowledge the merger and to authorize you and Stephanie to sign the appropriate documents to transfer funds from the current depository to Fidelity so that your retirees continue to receive their pension payments.
okay, we'll put that in the form of a motion. Is there a motion? Is anyone want to? I'm putting that in the form of a motion. Is there a second?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, Nancy's made the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Jenna, second. All in favor?
Aye.
So in January, we can decide that she be our pension and consultant or not. We're not, that's another decision, or that's another
Right.
consideration.
Your Pension Advisory Committee and Jenna's liaison to that committee has been discussing, they're working right now on a new investment policy statement. They've spent many months on that. They will come to you at your January 19th meeting to present that. I know they will want Mr. Garten to review that document. In addition to that, their goal for 2021 in the first few months is to begin the RFP process under Act 44, which we will have to do to put out to obtain a new consultant should the townships wish to do that. And so your Pension Advisory Committee is going to work on that document and bring that forward to you in the new year as well.
Okay.
Jen?
So I think we called the question, right? Did we? Yes. Moving on. Is that it?
There's more.
All right, there's, next is the Pebble Ridge Woodridge Sewer Payment Application Number 19 from Mr. Brochon, Gilmore Associates, December 4th, 2020. Is there a motion to approve this payment of $153,276.45?
I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then we have two zoning hearing applications. The first one is 2020 Southeastern Road. Stephanie, what do you recommend?
It's for a sign at that location. They have actually two parcels there, and they have signs that are going in on the entry of the development. I believe we can leave that sign variance to the zoning hearing board and would recommend we do not need to send the solicitor.
Okay. And then the other is 335 Alms House Road. This is a building, new building on that property?
Mm-hmm. And again, I think it's rather straightforward and can easily be done by the zoning hearing board.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Not
No.
on that? Okay. Treasurer's report from December 15th, 2020. Is there a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And finally, the bills list for December 15th, 2020. Looking for a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Thank you.
I'll second.
All right, Ryan and Nancy, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we're closed on December 25th for Christmas and January 1st for New Year's Day and January 18th for Martin Luther King Jr.'s Day. Board reorganization is scheduled for Monday, January 4th at 5 p.m. Auditors reorganization is Tuesday, January 5th at 7 p.m. Everything, that meeting will be via Zoom. The next regular meeting of the Board of Supervisors is January 19th. It's safe to assume that's 7 o'clock?
That is correct.
At 7 o'clock. Applications are now being accepted by the Township Supervisors for a vacancy that's occurred in the Doylestown Township Board of Auditors. Please send a letter of interest with your resume to info@doylestownpa.org. Vacancies are on the following boards and commissions: Agricultural Security Advisory, Friends of Kids Castle, Local Traffic Advisory, Parks and Rec Board, Public Water and Sewer Advisory Board, Telecommunications Advisory Board. So if you're interested in any one of these things, send a letter of interest, email of interest to info@doylestownpa.org. Christmas tree drop-off is every Saturday. It's drop-off at anytime in December and January to the New Britain Road entrance to Central Park. And gift ideas, Park and Rec gift certificates, park benches, mural print, dogs around Doylestown poster, bricks at Kids Castle, bricks at the Service Memorial, bricks at the dog park, and Township Bicentennial commemorative Mercer tiles. And that's everything, right? That brings 2020 to a conclusion for us in Doylestown Township. Yay. Congratulations, everybody, again.
Happy holidays, happy New
Holidays,
Year.
Happy New Year.
Be safe,
Be safe.
be happy, and enjoy your loved ones. We'll see you soon,
Stay safe.
next year.
Stay away from crowds.
Wear your mask. Bye, everybody.
Bye, thank you.
So long. So long. So long, guys. Yeah, Val, come. Do we have enough people to
Yeah.
sign?
Jen's going to come by tomorrow to sign. So, be a second.
This is mine, right?
Guys, give me the, handsies from the.
Well, that went very well. I think she's the only one